Hi, so today I'm going to be doing something a little different with this video time lapse, where I'm going to be talking over it to sort of talk about my process and talk about how I feel currently about pixel art, right? So today's prompt is Manabar, and rather than doing a classic UI piece, I wanted to do something a little different. So I was thinking, Manabar, how could I possibly take this? And then I thought, chocolate bar or candy bar, right? So what if we make a piece of candy that is a Manabar? So I thought chocolate bar, so then I started looking up inspiration references like chocolate, and then I went on to low spec, as you may have seen, to find a color palette that suited my needs. Yes, I added to the palette, but in the end I try and stick to the palette as much as I can, at least at my level. But yeah, it was a fun little thing. So pixel art for me recently has been nothing but a blast. I absolutely love it. It has been definitely challenging, and I will put up on screen the Twitter for the prompt I use, which is Pixels Daily or Daily Pixels. I can never remember, I'm going to be honest with you. But yeah, it's been really fun. The one challenge I loved about this prompt specifically, or the way I did it, was the shading on the wrapper. For me, it was really hard to see how the wrapper for the chocolate bar would have these like little ridges that they do in the pack, but in the end, it turned out pretty okay. Like, yes, it wasn't the best, but I still loved it. And I had a bunch of different ideas. Like, I wanted to include a potion at one point, as you're seeing on screen. It's like a little icon, but I just couldn't quite get it right with the angle. So it's at times like these where you need to think, well, don't give up. Maybe it's just not time for that idea, right? Maybe just do something different. So instead of doing that potion, I made a castle, right? Because I thought, okay, let's think fantasy vibes on the chocolate bar. So I made a castle tower, and to make it look a little better, I put some greenery on it, right? Which kind of hides a lot of the tower, I know, but it makes it look so much better and so much more like full of life. And sometimes that's the best way around things, where you just add details or cover it up a little bit so that you can take the viewer's eyes away from it. At least that's my logic, right? And then just add little details like the flowers to sort of make it look better. The one thing I am struggling with right now in pixel art is shading. It's kind of the cheats way to make a black layer and then turn down the opacity, but if it makes it look decent enough, then I will take it, right? I don't need to necessarily pick the perfect color for my shading or this, that, the other, because there is no perfect color, so to speak. It's just whatever looks best, and I will learn that at some point, but it's one less thing to focus on right now. For now, I'm just focused on making the art look good and being happy with myself, and that's the most important part at the end of the day. I was always taught that if you view your art badly or trash talk it, by extension the art is a part of you, right? So if you're trash talking yourself, then how does that make you feel? That makes you feel less than. It makes you feel belittled, small, and it doesn't really motivate you to do anything. So my logic is always try and view your art nicely. Sure, at the end of my pieces, sometimes I'm like, oh well, I noticed something wrong here or there, or that part isn't quite nice, right? However, you can still view it in a way that's positive and constructive without tearing yourself down, because the worst critic for your art is yourself. It's no one else, it's you. And if you're happy with what you make at the end of the day, then why should the opinion of, Tom from I don't know where matter, right? Like, it's whatever you want. But anyways, I think I'm done yapping for now on this video, and I will leave the rest, to just chill with some lo-fi in the background. Anyways, if you want me to talk more in these videos, do let me know. I am a bit, in a low energy mood today, so my voice is not necessarily, the most energetic sort of thing. But if you want it more, don't hesitate to let me know in the comments down below. And maybe we could even make this like a story time with Lucy type of thing. I'm not too sure. Yeah.